The Sports Trust acts as an implementation partner to its trustees, stakeholders and corporate donors. It distributes sporting equipment, kits and installs sports facilities in rural or historically disadvantaged communities in South Africa across all sporting codes for both abled and disabled sports. On the 10th and 11th of June, the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport, in partnership with the Sports Trust, handed over equipment to a kickboxing club in Veldrift. This was part of the Western Cape government's ongoing program to keep young people away from gangsterism.
The sports of kickboxing has provided towns such as Veldrift the opportunity for the children to get out of the area. It afforded the children opportunity to achieve, and it's actually amazing to know that some of the kids within these areas they never have an opportunity to go anywhere outside of this district. And an example, this year we took 5 of the athletes within this specific club, where they went to the national championships in Pretoria. And it came to our knowledge that it was the first time that they ever left the West Coast district. So the sports has provided them the opportunity to perform on a different level. It definitely changed their mindsets about what's going on in the world.
This means a great deal for our kids, because you see, this is kids staying in impoverished communities. And because of the fact that they are in impoverished communities, they have the chance now to travel across South Africa. But like one of the kids, Jubilee Stevens, who's going now to Ireland as part of the South African team, this is a great performance, and this entitles our kids to go beyond the South African borders, but also to inspire other kids to come and be part of the kickboxing club here.
Basically, the background and history of this event is a culmination again of a partnership where the self-defense program initially was orientated to target kids in the rural areas and acquire or teach them a skill that could then furthermore develop their social skills out in their areas where social ills, violence, crime, drug abuse is a norm, social norm to them. And with these athletes developing over 2 years, they now are in a competing phase where they obviously representing the various districts and competing for colours, as we are obviously witnessing here today.
The kids is actually, they are picking up. They've competed in numerous tournaments, local development tournaments here in Veldrift self. We've taken a few of the kids over to the Western Cape Championships. There were 3 of them that went to the national championships, and actually one of them made it into the South African national team, who is travelling to Ireland later this year.
We started now the last 2 months here in the Western Province with the kickboxing, representing Western Province. Before that we did Eastern Gauteng SAs. And yeah, I'm presenting my kids. It's Angelique Johnson and Tristan Johnson. Tristan's still very young, had a few fights, not serious fights. Angelique had a few fights, she's been to the SAs for 3 times. So yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of change in the guys in my club. I can see a lot of development in them. We're only there for 2 years now, but some of my guys they did very well at the SA Championships this year. Some of them came 2nd, 3rd places, and that's very good for like 2 years in the sport.
In terms of development of the particular program we're at, the kids have and numbers have increased, which means that we must be doing something right. And in essence, with the achievements that we have achieved with the certain learners we've been interviewed so far, the accolades speak for themselves that the program is working and it's sustainable. And in terms of role models which we want to produce for other kids in their communities, which is the sole purpose of this, role model purposes is the best thing for them. And if they see their peers excelling, that's what they want to see. Because on a ground level, that's the only thing they have to look forward to. Who's on my road that I can look up to? And here are accolades and role models here for them too. And in that way, I feel that this project has progressed over the last 2 years tremendously. And I think the ongoing support from the Sport Trust in this project should be one of long term.
The community of Veldrift has high levels of gang activity. The aim of the Kickboxing Club is to encourage kids to engage in healthy competition and to offer an alternative to crime. The sport also teaches them self-defense and offers them an opportunity to compete at provincial and national level.
Kickboxing helped me stay away from stuff like drugs because I don't like those things, and it's for self-defense if someone wants to give me drugs, so I just say no. And if they don't want to, I can just kickbox them.
I'm going to Ireland to go to participate in the World Champs. I'm going to fight under the weight of under 42.
I've won competitions, specifically the championships of this year, 2016 championships, the development tournament at this dojo last weekend. And a lot more.
Kickboxing helped me to concentrate more in school. I'm more disciplined and like the time when I do my homework, I have to make time for everything. Like let's say 4 o'clock is my homework time. After that, I'm going to kickboxing. Like it's exams now. So when I come out of school, then I study, and then after that, if it's Tuesday or Thursday, then I go to kickboxing.
I train every week, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I train hard, but schoolwork comes first.
You're not allowed to use kickboxing outside of the dojo, but it gives you a status that people can't touch you because you do this and that, and yeah.
Participating in sport positively impacts the lifestyle, education and behavior of young people. Thanks to the contribution of the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport, together with the Sports Trust and various other partners, this equipment has set the stage for life-changing experiences for the Veldrift community.
The most important part, my kids must want to do it. That's the first thing. So I don't pressurize them to do it. I have a small boy. My boy attends whenever he wants to. He does the fight he wants to. If he doesn't want to fight, I don't pressurize him to fight. I've seen my boy cry. I've seen my boy run. So I've seen him done katas. The older one, yeah, it's a little bit more pressure because school is a lot of pressure. He's doing very well at school academically. And then that's our first priority. Secondly, it becomes kickboxing priority. Then we support her with the kickboxing side. So it's not always easy to attend all the training classes. Traveling wise, you have to support your kid. You have to be there. I've been to every fight of my kid, to every fight, every SA. Doesn't matter where it is. Even here in Longabon, I've attended both her fights.
To thank all the sponsors, I would like to start with DCAS, who sponsor all the equipment. But the guys who really come through was Josh Kluter and his wife Dorothy. Dorothy is the coach here who drives from Saldanha through every week to come and practice with these kids and to coach them. So yeah, the two of them and the whole administration of the West Coast Kickboxing, those guys, or for them, thank you very much for all your endeavors and for all that you've put in to make this club a success. Thank you very much.
In summary, I'd like to thank all our stakeholders involved, Department of Culture Affairs and Sport, the Sport Trust, Western Cape Kickboxing, and all the parents and boys for participating and being a part of this program. Thank you very much.
Kickboxing in the future, I wanted to be the world's best fighter you can get.
I would like to say thank you to Sensei Dorothy and Sensei Josh and Sport Trust.
I would like to thank the Department of Culture, Affairs and Sports and the Sport Trust for their assistance in this program. I think this program is successful, and it shows the fact that we had kids participating at a national level and that we have kids going to international tournaments. So it shows that there is growth, that the kids are improving, and by the numbers that there is, the kids' involvement, I know they are getting involved more and more. And the more they see their peers achieving and their peers traveling, that motivates them. And the peers in their class, or the peer next to that's living next to him, is becoming his role model.
Well, yeah, look, it is important, of course, for kickboxing to have its existence and to become sustainable. I mean, we can only say thanks to institutions such as the Sports Trust and the Department of Culture, Affairs and Sports. And in this particular case, you know, the Noordhoek Primary School has contributed immensely to the success of this program.
The Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport has formed a long-term partnership with the Sports Trust, which will see them continue to provide support to kickboxing clubs across the Western Cape. This will ensure that the clubs can offer adequate facilities for young people to take part in the beautiful sport. The Sports Trust acts as an implementation partner to its trustees, stakeholders and corporate donors. It distributes sporting equipment, kits and installs sports facilities in rural or historically disadvantaged communities in South Africa across all sporting codes for both abled and disabled sports.